Hello everyone, this is Calamity. You have known me by the name Hankan from the game LYN the Lightbringer. As we have just received the update for the Kanhel Raid, I would like to make a guide, an instruction video on how to defeat Kanhel, but before that I have some notes that can give you a better idea of what party to look for. The first one will be an AoE healer in your party. For those who may not know, some heroes can heal the whole party. And I will put the list of all the healers that can do that up here. You can pause the video if you want, or you can find it in the description or the full patch note. But my recommendation would be LYN, Mycelium and Miriam. You can bring Iron for the ultimate to heal, but the time to charge will be relatively long. The second note will be armor and helmet. For tank, this is non-negotiable, but your raid team full of damage needs to have the survivability upgrade as well. You don't want to be killed by just a mere slab. Third note, CP does not matter. Yep, you heard that right. I've seen a 50k CP joining Kanhel easy, dealing more damage than my 58k CP team could. And I gotta say, I didn't make that much mistake. I keep a full team alive, so does he. And sometimes the bloody goblin just does more damage. So don't discriminate people by their CP. Fourth note, bring a proper raid team. Yeah, we all know this. Tank, just no, leave it out. Additional to that, 2 healers could work, but preferably you would want to have 4 damage and 1 healer, because you're gonna need all the damage you have in this raid. Alright, so that is all you should remember for the notes, and now we're gonna continue to the skill breakdown. So the first skill, we will have the normal attack, the claw. Kanhel will use the skill 4 times in a row from left to right, and we just keep repeating that 4 times, dealing damage to all units struck as well as reduce its defense. Each hit is about 2000 damage. And skill is gonna be Black Flame. Kanhel will breathe out a fire breath for 2/3 of the area, dealing massive damage and burns all heroes hit by it. This needs to be avoided all the time. The damage is around 6 to 7k per second if got caught, and 300 burn damage afterwards. Third skill, Tail Lash. Kanhel will swipe its tail across the area, dealing considerable amount of damage, knocking all heroes back while stunning them for 3 seconds. Additionally, this will put 2 debuff on you, a healing debuff and a defense debuff. This is crucial to dodge, not because of the damage or the debuff, but the CC time. 3 second stun can cause your whole team wipe if you got caught by a tail flash into a Black Flame. Fourth skill, Calamity. Kanhel will fly up, then throw out 3 fireballs at random parties. The fireball does around 4000 damage per second if you got hit or you decided to stay in it. The flame will linger around for some times, but you're not gonna step in it anyway. And a note is Kanhel will be untargetable during the skill, so it is preferably that you just step outside and wait for him to fly down. Fifth skill and final, the Dark Waves. Kanhel will fly up, unleash a strong magic blast, dealing massive damage and burn damage while remove your buff. Most of the time, if you are good enough in terms of health and defense, you're just gonna die in 1 hit regardlessly. It does about 3000 damage per tick, so if you step in it, you are screwed. You gotta dodge it. And that's a trick to this, but I'm gonna talk about it in the later of the video. The raid will be broken down into 4 different phases. The first phase would be from 100% HP to 76% HP mark. This is the easiest part, and the rotation will be as follow: 4 times claw swipe into a Black Flame from left to right, into a 4-time claw swipe again into a Black Flame from right to left, and then the process repeat. My suggestion here is group up to the top right corner near the boss for constant damage. The reason behind that is the fire breath will always start from the left side of the area, so you are safe from the first breath. What you will be taking is the claw, which is unavoidable, and it doesn't do, well, it does damage, but it doesn't do that much damage. I may not be the most experienced player for this raid yet, but from what I have seen, if your whole party reaches the second breath from right to left without going into next phase, you are most likely to fail the run because lack of damage. For this phase, what you should be concentrate on is the HP bar. If it is almost down to 80%, you are going to get into phase 2 very soon with tail lash waiting on you to hit you right at the face. The next phase, 75% to 51% HP bar. Tail lash nightmare. The rotation will be tail lash right at your face, and then he will do a black flame from the left to the right, then 4 times claw swipe into a tail lash into the black flame right to left, and then 4 times claw swipe. Repeat it. The trick here is to always count the claw attack. After the third one, you need to be ready to run out of the range of the tail lash, then rush toward the other side while staying at the bottom edge. You may lose some auto attack, but having the whole team survive is your priority. For me personally, I don't find the tail lash hard to dodge, but I've seen a lot of people trying to tank it by rushing to the other side without even dodging it, which is highly not recommended to do so because you are stunned for 3 seconds. That's not good. To the third phase, 50% to 26% HP mark, the fireball. First, Kanhel will flare up, making him untargetable, then he will use the calamity, throwing fireball at random parties into a black flame from right to left, a tail lash, 4 times claw swipe, calamity, black flame left to right, tail lash, 4 times claw swipe, and repeat. If you master second phase with the tail lash, adding in fireball does not make much of a difference. But what you need to take into cautious is the rotation. It has changed a slight bit, but you will get used to it after a few runs. The trick to dodge the fireball, as I mentioned earlier in the video, you can just stay at the bottom of the area and walk toward the boss when you see a red indicator. Or you can just walk straight from one side to another area. But doing so, you might step into each other and you may eat a fireball. So the fourth phase, the finale, 25% to death. This is by far the trickiest one in all the raid I've done because you need to align your team between the dark waves. The rotation will be dark wave, section 1, 3, and 5. I'll talk about the section right after this. Black flame, right to left, tail lash, calamity, 4 times claw swipe, dark wave, section 2 and 4, black flame from left to right, tail lash, calamity, 4 times swipe, and repeat. Okay, so I will use this badly painted demonstration again to guide you through the dark wave. I will split the area into 5 sections as follow. The first dark waves after Kanhel reached 25% will be 3 lines as follow on the area. You will need to control your team toward either of these sections. Touching the line will most likely result in an instant death, so try to avoid that. My trick here is to control the whole team to the back, align a little, then when you see it all fits the gap, release the control so all of your units stand still. But I want to tell you that it is totally fine if you can't get it perfectly right and get a hero or 2 killed. This is the final stage and it is by far the most difficult mechanics throughout the game right now. So don't be sad if you just do a 10 times run and still fail it. And aside from the dark wave, all the other skills should be considerably relevant to you by now. You will be able to dodge them. Some little trick here. So about this part right here, after he used this tail lash, you can go to the far left for free damage because the next dark wave will be on section 2 and 4, so you got plenty of time to do damage. That is all for the raid. I hope you enjoy watching it. Make sure to comment down below whether you have a question or feedback about this video. If you would like to watch a full Kanhel raid, here's what it looks like.